You having a stressful day and need a few laughs? Well, you come to the right place. Myself, Lyrickin, Mr. Tony Raw, and Jimmy Jam are three fathers formerly in the music industry who have a lot to say. So sit back, sip your cup of coffee, and welcome to the shenanigans.
Welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of the Coffee Break Podcast. The Brustella brothers are back, and we got the vanilla ice of podcasting. I am Lyrickin.
I'm Mr. Tony Raw.
I'm Jimmy Jam.
How are you doing, brothers? How are you doing?
Welcome. I am good. How are you guys?
Dropped my 9 and all I heard was shells, so I'm doing good.
Did Jimmy just get gangster on us for a second?
Oh my God. He totally went vanilla. He did.
He went from lawyer room to vanilla ice.
Did.
Jimmy Van Winkle.
Jimmy Van Winkle.
He's such a thug.
That was so funny when he came out. You know, he was all hardcore, and everyone's like, "Yeah, his real name's Rob Van Winkle." I was like, "What?
Van Winkle? What the hell is that?" Yeah, I know. Hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. He was in a Ninja Turtle movie. Thought it was awesome. Go Ninja. Go
Why did I know you
go,
say that?
Go Ninja. Go Ninja. Go.
Go Ninja. Go Ninja. That. God, I'm a loser.
No, you're just old.
Watch your mouth. Anyways, so let's get this started, guys.
So, us being papas, coming from different types of backgrounds that we all grew up in different ways. I have a crazy question for you guys. Us being who we are and how we grew up, do you think us wanting to give our kids a better future and to have a better life than what we had, which that's what we're supposed to do, being fathers,
right?
Do you think it's our fault that our kids are spoiled?
Can I answer real quick? Can I start this?
You may.
The wife just walked by and she heard the question and she went like this. Like it's all our faults. Well, I said I was going to start, so let me start. I think this topic is it's going to kind of be all over the place for all of us. Like me, I grew up in a great home. Like, you know, my mom was different times. It's different times. I was born in 1976. So, you know, 80s through 90s was my growing stage. And
you had a dinosaur as a pet.
Basically, I had Dino from anyway. Like I said, respect. Oh man, how do you see? I could say this a lot of different ways, but us, like the kids being spoiled, I think to a degree, yeah. Now, for an example, when I was growing, wanted something, I just didn't say, "Hey, Mom, I want that new G.I. Joe," and that's it. Like I didn't demand what I wanted. Like if I wanted something, which was, I didn't really ask for much, but there were only certain things that I really wanted, but I knew I had to work for it. Like I just wasn't given things. You know what I mean? And go ahead.
So do you think there's a difference between being spoiled and being privileged?
Yes, that's better.
Is there a difference?
I think there's a humongous difference because we were spoiled with love growing up,
right.
But we were taught the definition of a dollar. Being privileged, in my eyes, is, oh, I deserve this because I am who I am. I deserve that new TV because I'm me and my dad's the shit. My dad's the ever.
Right. Ever.
So I think there's a huge difference in, because I spoiled the crap out of my kids. I'm not gonna lie, but
Right.
they know daddy has to work to get this money. I need to appreciate that dollar versus a kid that you will buy a PlayStation 4 and they'll be mad that it's not PlayStation 4 plus with the extended hard drive and
30.
The
Right.
4-speed transmission and bells and whistles.
Man, he's really making that up.
And I think we're on
But no, I get
PlayStation like 10 or something like that now. But all right, go ahead. Back to you.
I don't know. No, but yeah, but so like the whole idea of children being spoiled now and just overly spoiled and along with that, well, we've talked about this before, but the lack of respect, and I think it's totally different. I think, but me, like my children, myself, yeah, I'd spoil the hell out of them because it's not that. Like me and Tone talked about this briefly before. He said like, it's not because. Well, for me, it's not because I was raised without anything. Like I wasn't, like, oh, I was such a bad, I had nothing. I was poor growing up, because that's not the case. You know what I mean? I wasn't poor growing up. I had the small necessities that I needed, but of course it wasn't any more than that, because it wasn't, we weren't rich. We were a regular middle class family. So there's just the point of them spoiling me. I wasn't spoiled, but I wasn't privileged either. I got what I needed to get by in that time frame. Okay. But if like I said, if there was something that I wanted, well, I had to work for it. I had to prove myself for it. And that's just out of respect, because that's how the real world is. The real world is, you want something, you work for it. And that's how I was raised. Now the kids now, I think they're overspoiled, and I think they just expect things because they expect them. You know what I mean? And I never raised my kids that way. I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to do it the way I was raised, because I learned respect from that. But other families and other children, I've seen it. Like they just expect the world. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like you ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah. So me, the way I would spoil my children, yes, I would spoil them, but they would have to work for it. So it's a different type of spoiling, just not expected. Boom. Who's next?
I agree with you that times were definitely different. I was raised the same way you were, Tony, and my parents. My dad worked 3 jobs to be able to put me through Catholic education.
Yeah.
So my mom, they're both amazing people. They always did what they could for their kids. But I'll tell you, when Michael Jordan and that paper route paid for that, my parents matched me up to a certain point, but I had to have an investment in those sneakers. My dad, he thought they should be bronzed, gold. They should come paying $100 for a pair of sneakers back then.
Yeah.
People pay a lot more now, but that was the first thing. So I gave Jimmy everything I could to give him the best life that I could give him. My son does the same thing back, if that makes sense, now that he's older. He is very respectful. He's very loving. The gold record shows everything. I mean,
Tony, what's on that gold record?
Doesn't matter. It's not mine. I don't care what the hell's on it.
We joke about it, but that's just one of the examples of like what Jimmy did and how he, there's just, he knows something that I like or something in that realm, he'll work extra
Just
so he has the money to get it for me.
Yeah.
And so, does Jimmy always understand the value of the dollar? Not really, but
Yeah.
but he's respectful, and he's always giving back, not just to me but to others, which is all I can ask for. I don't ask for him to go out and buy me elaborate gifts. That's not what I want from him.
Right.
But he cares about others, and he cares that they have. For those that don't have, he tries to make sure they.
Wow, that's big.
That means somewhere along the way, his mother and we all collectively did our job.
Yeah, you did something right. That's what's up.
Agreed.
Agreed.
You guys said it all. Like, I agree with all of it. I mean,
did we take your shine, man? We said it all.
Well, no, because I feel like as long you can spoil the crap out of your kids, do that. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. But as long as it comes with values and lessons and morals, it evens out everything.
And respect.
Respect.
Yeah, you're right. You got it, brother.
And I think that's the thing. My son, he does respect at the end of the day, and that's all I can ask for.
Yeah,
he's a hard worker. He does what he's asked. He volunteers to help out whenever he can. So am I proud of him? Very much so. Not just because he's my son, but because of the man he's becoming.
Right. And that's all you can ask for.
Yep.
They got to take the reins on their own soon. So you got to lay the groundwork. They got to figure the rest out.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Beautiful. Well, Mr. Mahler.
Yes.
Hear anything crazy in the news lately?
I did. I wanted to talk about this, our last episode, because of it being our Valentine's Day episode, but I thought I would save it to this episode because it floored me. In Orange City, Florida, and I am looking down because I have to read this carefully. A Florida man stole an engagement ring and wedding bands from a girlfriend and used them to propose to another girl, according to authorities. So he had two girlfriends. He stole from one, and he used the rings that he stole from her to propose to his other girlfriend. We're talking like $6,200.
What?
Yes.
What?
He
stole. I'm confused. He stole the rings from the person he was already married to?
No, he wasn't married. He was dating this. The investigation started basically earlier this year when a woman from Orange City, Florida, told detectives she discovered her boyfriend was actually engaged to somebody else. When she looked up the fiance's Facebook page, she noticed a photo of her wearing a wedding band, an engagement ring that was identical to her own from a prior marriage. So she was married before, and she was dating this guy.
Yeah. So he stole her old ring.
Stole her old stuff to give it to his other girlfriend. The story goes on and on and on.
He's a genius.
I mean, he was living a double life with. He actually went to the one's apartment when she wasn't there with the other one to say, hey, would you like to move in to this apartment? She started to pack up her stuff, and he told her that it fell through at the time.
Oh my!
The guy,
God.
he's still wanted. He has not been caught,
apprehended yet.
Yeah.
He recycled his ring. Wow.
No, he recycled. He recycled some other guy's
somebody
ring.
else's ring. Yeah, somebody.
So is that kind of like if you go to the strip club and the guy next to you is just making it rain, you pick up the money and make it re-rain? That's kind of the same thing.
Make it re-rain. Same thing.
I've never been to one of those clubs, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a good Catholic boy. I don't know what
my
you're
mother
talking
listens
about.
to
Oh
this
my God.
podcast, so yes.
Oh, yep. Okay.
But didn't we just have our last meeting in Delilah's?
The only
Jimmy's like-
Delilah I know is the one on the radio, like after hours.
Yeah, the one that lives in New York City.
Yeah.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in? Yeah, I went there.
Oh man.
Oh my lord, my head. You guys
So is
give
that
me a
the
head.
so is that the craziest thing you have in the news today?
That I went through a couple of stories, and this one I thought was the most wild. Joseph Davis, he's 48 years old, still has not been found as
All
of
right,
yet.
so our listeners in Florida, if you know Joseph Davis, you rat him out.
He also goes by Joe Brown and Marcus Brown.
Oh Lord, he's got tons of aliases.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So sticking to your news topic, did you hear about the wonderful lady who put Gorilla Glue instead of hairspray in her hair?
Oh my God, yes.
I did not hear about this one.
Oh my, it's all over Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Oh Lord.
So this lady, I don't know what her name is. She did a TikTok tutorial on how to use Gorilla Glue as hairspray. And then wondering why 2 months later it's rock hard and it doesn't move, it doesn't do nothing. Use Gorilla Glue spray. Then she went to the ER because it was hurting, couldn't get it out of her hair, could not do nothing. Used Goo Gone, everything. Her friend finally was able to cut her ponytail off because they poured Goo Gone so much and with scissors cut a hole in the back of her hair. To the point where they started a GoFundMe account for this girl so she can go to a plastic surgeon to get it properly removed from her scalp, which she just had. And
Call the
now
Clippers.
and now it is proceeding to sue Gorilla Glue, even though it says on the label itself, do not put on skin.
Are you serious? Does she really think she's going to win that lawsuit?
Unless I guess it doesn't say hair.
It's a small print. I swear. There's always a way around everything.
That's like, did you see the guy that was in court? This was all over the place, and he had a character up of a cat, and he was in court, like a Zoom court. And you know how you can do, like on Instagram, you can do different, what are they called? Like faces, whatever.
Yeah, effects, whatever the heck they're called.
He was in this courtroom for whatever reason, and he had a cat as his persona, and he couldn't figure out how to get it off.
And proceeded to do the whole thing with the cat.
Yeah, and the judge is like, "Yes, we can see you. You are a cat." And he's like, I assure you, Your Honor, I am here, physically. I just can't remove this filter of a cat."
Filter, there you go.
The one question I have is, why was it set on cat filter on default in the first place?
Meow.
Next episode, I'm going to try that. I'm going to do the whole episode as a lion.
I'm Jimmy Jam. Rawr.
Well, Jimmy always wanted to be a member of Cats, the Broadway show.
Oh, he fit that bill. What? Anyway.
So
how do I deal with you people?
I got a bit of news that kind of transitions into my next topic. So, the people who make the Lombardi Trophy are requesting and demanding an apology from Tom Brady.
Why?
Well, he just won the Super Bowl, and during the Super Bowl parade that they had in the boat, they were all in boats because they didn't want to go through the city. Tom Brady proceeded to take the Vince Lombardi Trophy and throw it from his boat to the boat behind him to Gronk that caught it, and they were putting it in the air. By the way, it was a perfect spiral.
Yeah, the trophy was probably low on air too.
What a Super Bowl, huh? What a Super Bowl.
Don't even get me started on the Super Bowl.
All right, so this goes into my next topic.
Go ahead.
Is Tom Brady? Can you consider Tom Brady the GOAT?
Let me get
Now,
myself together.
You said you like me being the stat guy. So obviously, he's won 7 Super Bowls. He does hold the most games won by a quarterback, the most games played by a quarterback. He broke your boy Eli's record.
Watch your mouth.
He has the most combined passing yards. He has the most touchdown yards. He has the most game-winning drives, the most fourth quarter winning comebacks. I mean, he has a lot of great records.
All right, can I comment?
Yeah, please do.
And I'll be honest, and some of it's going to hurt me. So, yeah, is he the GOAT? Okay, stat-wise. Oh, my God, my side hurts just thinking about this. Yes. QB-wise, he is the GOAT. I will give him that. For anyone listening who doesn't know what a goat is and doesn't like, why they talk about farm animals? No, the GOAT is greatest of all time. That's what it means. As of now, is he the greatest of all times? Like I said, my side is hurting. Yes, he is. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a Giant fan. My fellow Giant fans, I'm sorry. We would all vote for Eli, well, in his younger years, but now, no. Sorry. So Brady will take the GOAT title, but I will, before you interject, Tone, I will mention that who shut down Brady that one year? My boy. Okay, well, Tone. Eli Manning.
And after that, who else?
But overall, stat-wise and just his performance. Well,
no, go ahead, say
that.
We could both say we're the only 2 teams, Steelers,
Right.
the only 2 teams to beat Tom Brady.
Steelers, cold country, boring.
Say what you want about my team, but to me, in my eyes, the GOAT
Which set
was Terry Bradshaw. I love Terry Bradshaw as a quarterback.
Okay, you went old school. All right. But stat-wise, man.
Stat-wise, I can't stand Tom Brady. I cannot.
Me neither. I totally agree. I'm with you, man.
It's coming. It's coming up like in the back of, and but on stats, yes, he is the GOAT.
So, do you feel salty that he has more Super Bowls than your franchise?
Oh, here we go.
For now, yes. Airway 7 is coming.
That was good.
I guess we could say
stressful.
Tom Brady has. You can't. Tom Brady was the 199th pick in that year's draft, so not bad.
Are you serious?
He was 6th round pick. Total, he was the 199th pick in the 2000 draft. Mind you, he wanted to go to the 49ers. He idolized and wanted to play like Joe Montana. They used to have season tickets to the 49ers. They are all big 49ers fans. And the day he got drafted, the 49ers. I
respect that, though.
The 49ers skipped over him in 6 rounds. And when he got drafted by the Patriots, Bill Belichick drafted him. They sold every 49er ticket they had.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a slap in the face.
Yeah.
But wow.
I mean, he holds the records. He does. Stats-wise, playing with the most deflated balls in a game. I mean, he definitely...
He's got the record for that.
He has the stats to do it.
I thought Jimmy had that record.
Most times somebody cheated in the game. I mean, yes, he does have the stats.
Wait. Let's rewind. Did you hear what Tone just said?
I heard it.
Oh, that was horrible. Very good, Tone. Very clever.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
So
my God.
I just watched I'm a big documentary guy. I love documentaries, and they had Tom Brady's 6 was the documentary that I just watched to prepare for this topic, and there were 6 major quarterbacks took in before he was. He knows.
Who were they?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
They're too old, and none of them even playing right now.
Of course not.
He knows every one of their names, every one of their stats, and every team they went to, and that stuck in his stomach his whole career.
Yeah.
That 6 quarterbacks were taken in front of him. He has good qualities about him. He's a very great, like he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were not even in the playoffs last year.
There were nobody.
Won the locker room and led them in a year with no controversies, no Bill Belichick, no Patriots.
Yeah.
And be the first team to win the Super Bowl in their own stadium.
Yeah. And plus he's got his boy there too.
Oh, Gronk,
Yeah. Gronkowski.
Yeah.
I think actually, you know what? I'm not a Patriots fan, but that guy's pretty good. My Giants need him. I'll take him in a minute. But
well, when you're 9 foot 9'12", all you got to do is throw the ball up in the air a little bit.
I know.
Just catch the ball.
I got it.
He is as a rock. I mean,
I felt like that.
Well, I was just have you heard him do an interview or anything. The guys took a couple shots to the head.
He's a beast.
Did you guys ever see that movie, The Longest Yard?
Oh yeah.
I feel like Gronk is the big black dude. You teach me football, me catch ball.
Well, they taught him football. He caught the ball. For how big he is, he could run too, which is amazing to me.
So, do you think Tom Brady's stats and Tom Brady's victories are overshadowed by controversies? Do you think there will always? Do you think that? I mean, you got the one where they stole the people's playbooks. The 1 year.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
They used drones.
Drones. They apparently they gave the Eagles team spoiled food. Oh, a bunch of stuff.
Do I think that was Tom Brady? No. Do I think it was Bill Belichick? Hell yes.
Yeah. I don't think it was a Brady thing.
No, I think it was a Bill Belichick move, but I do see that it overshadowed a lot of his success.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, do I like him? No, not one bit.
Right.
And there's people out there that are diehard Brady fans, and there's people that are like, hey, this Super Bowl, everything about football was fixed.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, whether it's fixed or not, Kansas City, unfortunately, I don't think they even showed up.
It was so sad to watch them.
Extremely.
You scored 9 points.
The only touchdown they got was their plane. I mean,
it was sad. So, it's like the Super Bowl just dragged. I watched the whole thing and it just dragged. It was horrible. It was.
So Jimmy, you tell me you would be upset if tomorrow they announced that the Buccaneers traded Brady to the Steelers.
Oh man. I'm dying to hear this answer. I'm waiting. Look, my screen changed. I'm so excited. It's hot over here.
Wow. That's a good question.
I think he just ordered a Tom Brady jersey.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
To me, there's, Big Ben is the Steelers quarterback, always will be. I think this is probably his last year. If he comes back next season, we'll see. But and the reins over to somebody else. As long as it's not Michael Vick, I don't care.
Oh God, where'd that come from? Oh, wait. Wow.
I mean, Ben Roethlisberger is what, 90% brace? He has a 4 knee braces, a toe brace, an arm brace, a neck brace.
Just put him in a full body cast.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
out of box.
It's definitely time for Ben to hang it up.
No doubt.
But what would I do if Brady came? I don't know. If he could lead us to a stairway to 7, sure, I'm all about it. But would I be singing his praise? Yeah, I probably would.
I just want the ring.
I just want the ring. I don't care.
I'm not going to admit, but
Oh man,
good times.
So, Mr. Raw,
Oh yeah, I'm stretching. Oh yeah.
you want to tell people about your new segment that you're starting this week?
Yeah, actually, we have a bunch of new things, but a new segment I'm doing since I am an official coffee junkie, like the rest of us, but I'm really an official coffee junkie. But every other week, I'll be doing a in-depth look into different places that serve coffee. Meaning, if it's a convenience store, if it's a little hoity-toity, little place on the corner that everyone talks about, or whatever, I'm literally going to visit. I'm going to record my visit making coffee, and then I'm going to do a review of the coffee wherever I am. And we'll just, have some fun with it. Of course, I'm going to act a fool just drinking some coffee, but I'm going to give you my in-depth look at what coffee is around this area. And then hopefully if we have some sponsors, we'll ship some coffee in so I could do some good times with their coffee also. But in the meantime, go ahead.
This week, where are you at?
This week, I went to a local establishment here in York County. It's called Rutter's. Rutter's is a very popular convenience store. Everyone gets their gas. Everyone gets their, whatever in the morning. So I actually frequent Rutter's a lot in the morning when I'm running around. So I did a review on their regular breakfast blend coffee. And, if you want to hear it, here it is. Check it out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. Tony Raw, Coffee Break Podcast. So as I said, I'll be reviewing coffee every other week from convenience stores or little mom and pop shops or wherever I go each morning for my full time. So this morning, my first official stop was at a York, Pennsylvania, York County favorite, Rutter's. It is a convenience store. It is a big chain of convenience stores. And my usual go-to there at Rutter's is the breakfast blend / morning blend / they've changed the name a few times. But overall, coffee's good. Kind of a smooth taste. Kind of a nuttiness to it. Believe it or not, I'm kind of educated on coffee. It's kind of weird. But for a quick go-to, if you're in York County, I'd say go to Rutter's. There's a lot of competition out there, but for a quick go-to, like I said, I think Rutter's is okay. If I have to rate this coffee from a 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I would say I'd rate this about a 6. That's just the morning blend, the breakfast blend. They have darker blends, which I'm not a fan of. Maybe if I go back to Rutter's, I'll do a review on those. But for a good pick-me-up in the morning, the Rutter's morning blend, breakfast blend is probably a decent way to go. So, yeah, that's it. So shout out to Rutter's. Thanks for my morning blend. Every other day I go to Rutter's and get this. So enjoy. And I'll see you in about 2 more episodes for my next review. And thanks a lot. Gotta go. Deuce.
All right, so there it is. Rutter's is okay. It's not the end of the world, but it's a quick pick me up. I mean, have you guys have Rutter's coffee before?
Yes.
I'm a Turkey Hill snob. I'll admit it. So I prefer their light roast.
Oh. So surprising. I like it light, not too heavy. It upsets my stomach.
That's it.
But anyway,
now, Tony, are you a breakfast blend guy, dark roast?
It depends on
medium
my
roast?
mood.
Oh.
If I had a bad evening, if I had a bad night in the morning, I want a dark roast. If I had a great evening, I want a light roast in the morning. Yay! But I get all though. He went this way.
He's like, looks like he's on the constipated side.
There he is. I'm thinking really hard.
You should be like this.
Next time you freeze stone, can you pose, please? Anyway, guys. Oh wait, he froze again. Yeah. No, he didn't.
Well, with that being said, that brings us to the end of the episode. How do you guys feel?
Good episode as always. If you guys, viewers and listeners, if you guys haven't noticed, we're trying to bring a lot of different elements into this now, and doing little segments here and there just to make our wide audience happy. But we'll have a lot more ideas coming, and we're going to continue with the stuff that we're already doing now. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. And Jimmy, what do you think?
I'm liking it. I think I like the way we all work together, flow very well. Topics, other than when Lyrickin's not frozen, everything flows really well between each other. Look, there he is again.
There you go. What?
But no, I like the topics. I think they're good. I think that hopefully it gives people the chance to think about it and give us some feedback on what out of the topic, which is that's exactly what we want.
Exactly.
Well, with that being said,
we would be now talking to you.
See, guys, you would only appreciate the little pauses if you guys are watching us on video. We do release these videos on our YouTube page. Please subscribe. But us acting a fool, you'll get a full, you'll have a better idea of what we're laughing about, because obviously it's on video and we're just making faces at each other. But anyway, Tone, Lyrickin, any final closing words?
Other than the fact that I hate you two guys, have a good evening.
All righty then.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. All right. All right, we got to go, idiots.
You guys are schmucks.
Yeah, we're smocks. Yeah. You mean schmuck, right? I'm not a smock. I'm a schmuck.
I'm wearing a smock, but I'm a schmuck. Who's on first? What's on second?
Schmuck's on third.
Talk to you guys later.
Gotta go. Peace.
Bye.
I hate you guys.
We know. I'm taking a nap.
I want to thank everybody for listening to another episode of the Coffee Break Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to us on your favorite podcast streaming service. And of course, follow us on all social media platforms and like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in to the shenanigans.